Hello and welcome back to another Fate Granddaughter video. Yeah, let's continue with the Ordeal called Story Paper Moon. So, yeah, last time we, last time we were in the Grow partition. Caster showed up. Uh, his true name was revealed, and currently he is attacking Defend partition. So, yeah, we are in the evacuation area. So yeah, let's see if we are going to team up with Defend and Grow to defeat Caster. So yeah, section 6, greedy worship for eating. Okay. Hmm. Wha- what do you mean? Exactly what I said. The neutrality rule is currently not being followed. We believe there is probably some manner of bug afflicting the master of Caster, that is, builds prime AI programming. Caster's massive writhing fiend has been devouring every nearby AI it can get its tentacle on around coordinates 1750. Type Gs that escaped from Grow, Type Ds from Defend who came to deal with it, other AIs who just happened to be in the area, all of them. We have an emergency on our hand. The central governor AI deactivated detected several servants gather at these coordinates. So so send this unit here. So Rani 12 told you to come here, huh? Well that well, never mind that. What's the number of servants got to do with anything? The central governing AI has proposed a temporary ceasefire for the system Grail War. So master and servant pairs can work together to eliminate Caster, who is believed to be rampaging out of control. So I am calling for all servants present to assemble with their masters at the church. Saber, Berserker, Assassin, and Lancer. Got it. I think I've met him somewhere before. Yep, we have met him. Yep, in the Valentine's event. Lancer, where did you get here? When did you get here? We are at the edge of we are at the edge of our territory too. After we got our ingredients in lift, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. I really wanted to just get to work on the ingredients and figure out how to best ex- accentuate their flavors, but I decided I should come back here just to be sure. I think I smell another Indian god. Is that Vayu, the wind god? That's right, I'm Vayu's kid. While we are on the subject, my big bro is the son of Drum Dhrumaraja, Dhrumraja, and my younger brother are the sons of Indra and Ashwin, twin gods. I knew it. It was you, Bhima. Hey, Duryodhana. Didn't expect to run into you here. Bhima, son of Vayu, the wind god. Do you know what this means, Ved? So you are Arjuna's older brother. Oh, one of five Pandava brothers, aren't you? Hmm. You know Arjuna. Hell of a guy, isn't he? I'm proud to have him for a little brother. I'm sure he hasn't given you even a slightest bit of trouble, but I guess he might have made your life tougher sometimes by being little too serious. Well, that's just the kind of guy he is. Don't pay him any heed. Ha ha ha. So. Oh, sorry. I assume you are both allies. You are, right? I mean, you wouldn't be alive right now if he considered you as consider you an enemy. So it just makes sense. One of the five Pandava brothers, Arjuna's older brother, and that is not all. According to legend, Bhima's strength was without equal, and his biggest rival was. Come on, Duryodhana, don't glare at me like that. This isn't time for this. This isn't time or the place, right? What did you just say? Good point. I don't know what kind of history you have with there, but Lancer there, Berserker. But right now, taking care of monstrous caster and helping the AIs is much more important. So the governor AI wants to assemble at the church. Affirmative. I have also conveyed as much to Ryder, who is not currently present. Hmm. This is an official administrative summon. Please comply to the fullest extent of your capabilities. Again, this exact same scene. Fine. Fine with me. Come on, let's go. Okay, we are going to have to do something about casters sooner or later anyway. Well, I guess it makes sense to attack that thing from as many angles as possible. Especially when spreading the work around means I can take it easy. I'll go to the church, but there is no way in hell I'm going with him. There is no telling when he might stab me in the back. I'd never do something so cowardly. Why you? You have got lots of nerve lying to our face like that. Yikes, I've never seen Berserker go red with anger before. I guess he really does hate Lancer. I have no intention of befriending any of you either. As long as we show up, it doesn't matter how we get to the church, right? So Sakura and I'll get there on our own way. Right. I only ask that you all make your way there as quickly as possible. Tell them, not me. Will probably be the first ones there. Whoa, she just scooped her master up in her arms and leaped away. I've got to head back and fetch my master too. Still, I'm a child of God. I'm a child of the god of wind. I might be bulky, but that sure doesn't make me slow. He said the exact same thing. Okay. Let's go. Hey, wait for me. This is unexpected. At least now we have an opponent to see who all the other servants are though. Come on, let us head to the church while we continue to gather information. Okay. Seething. Okay. Well, someone's in a killing mood. You already knew Lancer, right? Is this about him? Shut up. Don't ask me about him. Of course I'm going to ask. How else am I going to get you to talk to me? That servant could end up being our enemy in this Holy Grail war, right? So obviously I want to know about him. If you are not willing to speak up yourself, we can tell Ayus all the information we have about him instead. Should any of that information turn out to be inaccurate or unflattering to you, well, I suppose you will just have to live with that. Wait, don't do that. You're obviously just gonna spout some baseless lies that make it seem like I'm the bad guy, or that what happened was all my fault or something. Wasn't it though? So fine. I guess I can tell you a little bit about what went down. The first thing to know is that the five Pandava brothers were the sworn enemies of the 100 princes, my family. But since we are all from the same kingdom, we all studied under the same martial arts master. Uh, okay, so how did you end up becoming enemies? Why did you hate them so much? It largely comes down to a disagreement over the matter of succession. Each side insisted they were the rightful heirs to. Hey, shut up. There were plenty of reasons for the fallout. Ultimately, though, it happened because they were a bunch of delusional bastards who didn't know their place. The end. Okay. I can't help but feel like there is lot more to the story than you are letting on. Yeah, well, you're wrong. They were always like that. That's why my brothers and I were constantly fighting with them. And Bhima was the worst of the all. Ever since he ever since we were kids, he was always the biggest and strongest guy around. Gods, I hate him. The only way I could fight back was rely on my wits. So I tied him up, and threw him into the Gangas. Utterly appalling. But then, not only does the guy survive, he ends up in an underground world where a serpent king gives him an Amrita elixir. So he comes back stronger than ever. Okay, I think L before explained Amrita pretty sufficiently. So yeah, can you believe the nerve of this guy? That is such crap. Let's see. There was also the game of dice we played where I took them from apps where I took them for absolutely everything they had. I have to thank Uncle Shukuni for helping make the dice game. Will you explain? Oh, and one time when I went out to the woods to point and laugh at those sad sacks who have been banished and sent to live there. Yep, he didn't explain what the this was the major thing that sent the Pandava brothers to the forest. So, in short, if I had to explain this, it would be like the Uncle Shukuni, that is the mother of uh, Duryodhana's mother's brother. Is the uncle's side is from the mother's side, so his uncle Shukuni's father's bone were then converted into the dice that was used to play this game. So it was said that the father of Shukuni was very considerate of Shukuni and always uh, always followed whatever request Shukuni had for him. So the bones also did the same thing. So before his turn, Shukuni was always speaking what number he want on the dice. So whenever he rolled the dice, that's exact number fall on, and so that's the reason Duryodhana won every game, and they were betting things on that game. So the everything was stripped from the Pandava brothers, and at the end, their wife was also taken by him. So two uh, Krishna was also involved in that also, because I think it was Duryodhana, but I could be mistaken. But he tried to strip the Pandava brothers' wife in front of everyone, and the Krishna used his, let's just say, magical powers to cover up the cover up their wife with other clothes. So he was in the end, Duryodhana was not able to strip them, and because since he had won her wife, he had absolute authority over her or something like that. And because of the anger that he was in, he banished them from the kingdom, or he talked to the king and something happened and they were banished outside the kingdom and told they have to spend 14 years. Let me just check it, because I think they will be going not going too deep into that story. So uh, yeah, it was 13 years in exile. 12-year period was the for 12 years they have to live in forest all alone without anyone's help, and for the last year they have to live in hiding. If like if they were ever found out that they were the Pandavas, then they have to repeat the whole thing again. So yeah, and Mahabharata, the final battle, that Kurukshetra was then did happen because on the final day of the last hour, I think the day ended when the sunset happened. So when the sun was setting, they were found out, and that's when the disagreement happened and the war began, if I am remembering things correctly. It's been a long time since I have read or watched anything related to that. So, yeah, hopefully that makes sense. If not, if they explain it all well and good, or otherwise, very there are many videos related to that topic on the internet. So, yeah, okay. And one time when I went out to the woods to the point and laugh at those sad sacks who have been banished and sent to live there, I ended up getting caught up by Gandhavaras. Then I had to suffer the humiliation of having them come to my rescue. There you see, now I should be abundantly clear how irredeemably evil they are. Yeah. Can you blame me for not wanting to talk about them? No, you can't. Well, I guess I can see how that must have been pretty rough, especially for the other guys. Yep. There. Are you satisfied? Then come on. We are almost to the church. Well, that was an abrupt end to the conversation. I suppose he really does not want to discuss the Great War. I kind of get where he's coming from though. I wonder, why not? I can make an educated guess. From Duryodhana's perspective, Bhima is an especially loathsome rival. Little wonder that Duryodhana is not eager to revisit how he died in a duel with him. Yeah. I don't remember how he died, but I remember both of them were fighting. So yeah. Oh, are we the last to arrive? Sorry it took us so long. We had a lot of distance to cover. You're all here. Then let's begin. Good day, everyone. It's good to see you all again. As the AI Holy Grail Wars overseer, I usually only meet with the participants in serious, unexpected situations. Unfortunately, we find ourselves in the middle of exactly such a situation now. Yeah, and I'd rather have stayed home if Lancer had let me. So that's Lancer's master. I think Saber's master said her name was Cerzera. Cerziera. Not that I care. Something seems off, but I do not know what. What could it be? I believe Defendant's Prime AI has already told you what is occurring. Though a combination of his noble phantasm and his master's structural support program, Castor has become an enormous abomination. The abomination in question is a massive writhing fiend composed of his familiars. It does nothing but devour every AI in sight. It is completely ignoring defendant's neutrality rule, which leads me to believe it is rampaging out of control. It is not clear how much sway its master has over its action at present. But since this master is either unable to or unwilling to stop it, our only choice is to punish him for his infraction. So I am declaring them both hazardous, which must be eliminated for the system Grail War to proceed as planned. Kinda late for that, isn't it? They have been running around butchering AIs all the time and you haven't done anything so far. Managing AIs is a key part of this Holy Grail War. I was willing to tolerate their tactics as long as they did not affect the world itself. But I can hardly ignore the rampant destruction in what is meant to be a neutral area. Suffice to say, they have crossed the line. Okay, so we why do we have to clean up their mess? This isn't our fault. The fact is, only servants like yourselves are strong enough to stop another servant. One could say this world's entire raniment supply currently revolves around you. But putting such spec-based reason aside, I do understand why you would question your need to assist. So as a System Grail Wars overseer, I'm prepared to offer a substantial reward for this operation. Oh, what reward? I am willing to share the spare command spells I have access to as the overseer. Isn't this exactly the same as Fate Zero? Caster goes on a rampage, all the other masters are called to the church. Whoever defeats the caster gets extra command spell. I'm sure this goes without saying, but this command spell consists of highly compressed raniment and has been customized for each master taking part in the System Grail War. All of this is to say that they will be useful for you in future battles. Oh, that does sound good. Does that mean you are going to give them to everyone here who agrees to take part in this operation? No. That may be an unfair advantage to anyone who fails to meaningfully contribute to this battle. It may be difficult to be completely fair about distributing the reward, but I will have the defense AI observe and record as best as they are able. So if one servant manages to accomplish something major on their own, they will get a reward. And if they decide to form a team and work together, that whole team will be rewarded. These kinds of decisions are part and parcel of a Holy Grail War. Well, I don't think that's an opponent any of us can defeat alone, so I say we all work together. I second that. I agree. There must still be lots of grow AIs in this area. I can't abandon them to die. Not me. I'm staying out of this. Well, I've given it some thought, but there is something else I need to focus on at that moment. And if you all are working together, then you don't need my help. I'm sure you'll manage on your own. So you dragged me all this way against my will and you are not even going to help. They asked us all to show up, so I did. But that doesn't mean I have to do everything else they say. There is no penalty for not going along with this, right? No, there isn't. While I am asking all of you for help, this is merely a request, not a demand. Then it should be fine. We just won't get any goodies ourselves. And since we are the only ones here getting to eat really delicious meal, I'd say that makes us even. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, it kind of does, but well, I guess we'd probably just be in the way if we didn't really want to be there anyway. So it's okay, Sir Zera. Um, Everyone has something somewhere they belong, right? And we should be fine with everyone else agreeing to help. I can't wait to see what kind of yummy dishes Lancer comes up with. Once they are all, once this is all over, I really hope you'll let me come and see what he did with my materials. Sure. Hmm. 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 It's a shame we could. It's a shame we could not get everyone to agree to help, but it's all right. I knew this was a possible outcome. Now then, let me go over the information I think you'll need to resolve this problem. I believe the caster's coral corosal riddling field is following an algorithm that constantly detects it to the most easily available source of raniment. If there is an AI in its vicinity, it will go to them. If not, it will go find the closest location where it thinks it can find more. If two or more equally variable candidates exist, it will go where raniment concentration is densest. It is currently located near North Defined Coordinate 1014, and since appearing in Grow, it has constantly moved south. Its current trajectory puts him in the path of Central Defendant. It may even be headed towards this very church. Comparing this density data for type G's and D's, the most likely reason it came to defend from Grow is that different type D's didn't run away, which put defense population density above Grow's. This isn't your fault, Sakura. Defense just as much to blame for not handling that thing. More importantly, did you say it's heading for this church? If Caster is able to detect raniment quantities, then it's possible he may be after the spare command spells I was planning to give to you. And that's in addition to the base raniment being kept in this church, which is used to run the system itself. In fact, if he is currently a slave to his algorithm, it's probably just a matter of time until he finds his way here. Meaning you have a pretty clear idea of where that thing's going. Then it's obvious what we need to do. Well then, Ryder and I are going to bounce too. Huh? What? You are not going to fight with us? Nope, I don't see that in our future. I don't see that in our future. You want to do this? You go right ahead. Well, see you around. Let's go, Ryder. Hmm. Some sense of teamwork these guys have. Damn it, so much for taking it easy on this one. Does this mean it's just us three then? This makes no sense. Something's definitely not right here. The Bhima I know would never put anything above fighting. So does that mean that isn't actually Bhima? Hey, we are still talking here, Berserker. I don't know why, but it looks like we are going to have to fight that thing with just three servants. So we need to come up with a plan. Now, now that we know the enemy's route, the most reasonable course of action would be to set up an ambush. However, our opponent is almost certainly much stronger than he was when we fought him. So ideally we should have something of our own that also gives us an edge we lacked before. The question is that some what could that something be? Since this is an official request you are making in your capacity as overseer, Rani 12th, should you not also be offering some kind of official assistant to help us complete this request? Very well. I will provide you with some raiment. I will provide you all with some raiment before your battle to be dolted out of my desertion. Good. So unlike last time, we will have more resources to work with, and the locational advantage to anticipate the enemy. And that is not all. We all we will also have you on our side this time, Saber. So you want me to work? Isn't that why you are still here? Please, Saber, I'm asking you to. I guess things have changed since I fought him and grew. There are no type Gs around here to worry about, and no facilities I need to be careful with either. I have more raniment to work with mean this time should mean I having more raniment to work with this time should mean I can fight at full strength if I want to. But to be honest, I don't want you people seeing me fight at full strength. Otherwise, we'd be showing our hand. You do get that, right, Sakura? I do, but I don't think we have a choice. We can't very well go back to Gro until we do something about Castor. That is all I want. I want to go back to the place I love and work peacefully alongside other type Gs like always. Fine, I'll do it. But if I'm going to go all out, then you people better hard pull your weight too. No slacking off like the ones who turned tail and ran. Honestly, I'd rather slack off too, but I guess that's just not realistic. Especially when our chief slacker, Mr. Berserker here, seems to have his head in the clouds. Someone's got to light a fire under his ass to make sure he pulls his weight. I can help with that. If your fire burns his ass, I'll just fix it up good as new. But you really think we can win, Saber? I can't say for sure until we try. But if we don't have to worry about collateral damage as much, then yeah, I think we can. From then, it'll just come down to which of us is more destructive monster, that thing or me. Okay. Its its advance is relentless. It continues over onwards, driven only by its simple-minded hedonistic desires. The desire to feed, the desire to dominate weaker creatures, to into tear them to shreds, to end them utterly. Ah, ah, the dawn of fear, the wish to flee, and the crushing realization that their wish is denial, the realization of the inevitable of what is to come, their tantalizing screams. Have I ever feasted upon such things myself? I haven't, have I? It's the same as that red room decorated with my foolish brides, the same color, the same smell, the same screams, the same taste. I no longer need to wait for my sacrificial brides to come to me. I can go and collect them myself. Yes, this body can tell. This skin can smell. I see. Yes, that's right. Now I have become the very taboo pouring from my room. I am the forbidden room. Don't look. Wherever you do, whatever you do, don't look inside. But it'll leave. I'll leave the key right here. Don't go in. Whatever you do, don't go inside. But I'll leave the key right here. Because if you do, my beloved wife, even I don't know what I might do. But now, you are seeing it. You are seeing me, the room, your eyes filled with terror. And that means you may as well be inside the room right now. Where are my next wives? Where are the wives I entrusted with my magical key? Who am I? I know who I am. Of course I do. I exist to understand all things. That is the ideal I am. Me, that is the ideal I am meant to strive for and achieve. The principle of this world, the beginning and the end of everything, the absolute law that governs all things, the root. So, of course, I understand who I am. I am the prime AI of build, the master of caster, Makiri Zokin, and elite mage. I am the greatest heir to ever inherit the Makiri name and the last of the pure bloods. I am so perfect in every regard that there is no way I can possibly fail. I don't know that means, but I do understand that it is who I am. So, ha 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 ha. Yes, yes, that's it. The elag elatation, elation. Oh, the elatation at having figured out a way to make Caster's noble phantasm invis- invincible courses through me. The relief at having proven how exceptional I truly am rattles my lungs like laughter. All the while, some part of me deep in my chest seems to strain against its mismatched surrounding. Is this justice? No, no, it isn't. In fact, I'll go further. The question itself is faulty. Justice is found only in victory, in achieving your ideals. He, he was born that kind of mage. That's why he acted the way he did. Yes, that's right. I must realize my ideals. And to do that, I must abandon certain things. Some feelings I must grind to dust, into dust. If there was if there was a fatal flaw in the structural design of the mage standing here now, it was that he underestimated the importance of durability. Having been forced, supposedly exceptional as he is, into retreat because of a simple numbers advantage ate at him. So he turned his trump card to wipe away the strain of failure and prove himself, even if doing so meant giving up any semblance of control. It worked far better than he expected, and upon realizing how completely his creation had escaped his reach, the part of him telling him how he should be spilled out smashed through the flimsy restraint meant to keep things in their place. Ha 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 ha. And so, before he knew it, the humane aspect of his personality also might have remained humane aspects of his personality as might have remained had things gone differently were completely lost, and all that remained was a pure mage, lost in his ostensibility, rational pursuit of ideals. Yes, that's right. Rules, neutral zones. Why should I be concerned concerned with such wretched trivialities? Just look at this power, the power to consume anything and everything. I am superior to all things in existence. I am all but guaranteed to become this world's next ruler. So, if this is the only most expedient path to achieving my ideals, then what what problem should there possibly be in my devouring every last one of the old world's obsolete machines? Everyone knows what happens to products that aren't built with durability in mind. They end up broken. Hmm. Okay. Let us go over the plan one last time. It may be simple thing, but that is exactly why we need to make absolutely sure we are all on the same page. You said it. I couldn't agree more. The enemy caster's massive writhing fiend form continues its advance south at a pace that is 97% in line with my calculation. This is due to an unfortunate AI casualties that were unable to escape despite taking optimal measures, and the efforts of the different AIs who gave their lives in service of their duty. Now, no, now is not the time to mourn their loss. Right now, we need to do the best we can to stop that thing so it doesn't hurt anyone else. Exactly. Our ultimate objective is to eliminate the colossal writhing fiend with which Caster has assimilated. While we do also need to deal with the small and medium-sized fiends in his vicinity, they are Caster's familiars, so should disappear once we defeat him, so we do not need to worry about killing all of them. The important thing is to dispose of the smaller ones in front of the colossal fiend, thereby stopping its advance. Since it is capable of sensing raniment, it should also detect servants since they possess high quantity and high density raniment. So our job is to draw the colossal fiend's attention while eliminating the nearby smaller ones, and if possible to rattle the colossal one down. Oh, come on. Taking out the little guys, that's no job for Prince. Stop whining. Still, at least he seems to be feeling like his old self again. I never thought I'd be glad to see him being so selfish again. So Berserker and I are pretty much just decoys, huh? I I am the god of love. I am not much for the brawny stuff like smashing huge monsters with brute force or weakening them with sheer destructive power. So I guess this is our only choice. Are you sure you can handle that brawny stuff? Like you said, this is only our only choice. If there was anyone else here who could do it instead, I'd be I'd happily let them. I don't think there is. No. Also, I'm also guessing they're just tearing off a tentacle or two won't be enough to stop that giant monster. The only way to do that is probably by destroying its heart to kill the caster at its core. But the problem there is we don't know where in that massive body caster could be. No, we do. No, we do not. I'm doing my best to pinpoint him, but I have not yet found a clear answer. Sakura, the prime AI of Gross, he seems to be largely non-aggressive, just like Ayus. But it also seemed like she technically has what it takes to be a competent master. If Saber were to use her full strength, oh, then you'd be able to figure out that damn caster's whereabouts. No, I'd slice this thing into ribbons, turning all the pieces into stone, and hopefully one of those stone ribbons would be the right one. I see. That's a lot more brute force than I was expecting. Alright, got it. I'm not cut out for that kind of unseemingly hard work, so I'll let you handle that part. On the subject of finding things, why not go after Caster's master? What if we tried going after his master instead? You mean cutting off Caster's main supply of raiment at the source? That would certainly be one way to resolve this situation. Unfortunately, the problem with that approach is that the monster is essentially acting on its own now. So while I'm sure his master is staying as close as necessary, we cannot be sure that we will find him nearby. It is safe to assume Caster's master is aware of his vulnerabilities and is therefore doing everything he can to hide. I am therefore forced to conclude that it is not realistic to search for him in our limited window of opportunity. I don't know why, but just seeing that master kind of pissed me off, so I would have been happy to win by killing him. But if that's not possible, then we'll just have to do something about his monster. By the way, would you two mind standing next to each other for a moment? Hmm? Weird, they seem similar yet completely different. Oh well, it's not important. Never mind. Anyway, we are good now, right? I'll be waiting somewhere I can easily make my first move. I will attack as soon as I see an opening, so just follow my lead when I get moving. Oh, Saber. I'm sorry about her, everyone. Anyways, I guess I'd better get going too. Oh, hang on a second. How are your injuries, the ones I treated before? I've never treated a monster before, so I'm curious how it worked. I feel completely fine now, thanks. Here, see? Just look at how much energy I can spare now. Whoop. Really? Well, that's good to hear, but let me know if you need anything else. I will. Okay, everyone. Good luck. Okay. Here it comes. I am doing my best to predict its next move in real time using throw thorough acceleration, but there may still be situations I cannot anticipate. In those cases, I can only ask that you do your best to play it by ear. Yeah, we know. Though I wish you'd focus on predicting exactly those kinds of unforeseen situations. Alright, everyone, let's do this. Finally, a battle. I knew it. It's just not right for me to be working cleanup duty like a common foot soldier. I'm the kind of guy who should be leading the charge. Leading the charge against the enemy, General. How did it come to this? I didn't see how any of this will help me get what I want. Quit whining already. Okay everyone, I swear by all the repair that I will heal you right away if you get hurt. But I'd much rather none of you get hurt in first place, so please be careful. An hour in and we are just battling a single first time. Berserker, let's go with the same team. Where is it? Yep. Okay. Sure.
お客様、獲物はあちらでございますね。イノベーション、はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのまま。はち切れそうでしょ。好き放題扱ってあげましょう。見られてますね。来てください。全力出してしまった。やったー。我、虚空より来たり。地を作り、天より見下ろせ。これ、すなわち太陽なり。日にちあはう、インパクト。準備いいですか？イノベーション始めます。
うまい手を考えよう。ちょっとかわいそうかな。
我、虚空より来たり。地を作り、天より見下ろせ。これ、すなわち太陽なり。日にちあはう、インパクト。
おっとかい。敵対しているものだとはいえ、倒してしまうのはちょっと忍びなかったね。
We should put the. Where should we put this, Chief? Over there, and hurry. I hate wasting time. You don't have to tell a speedster twice. We'll have it done in no time. Vroom. Now, this should go here and. Hey, that's it. It's all coming together. No, wait. A spell like this would work better this way. I'll make some minor adjustments. Got to keep things running as efficiently as possible. What is it you are seeing, Master? Oh. No, I am merely a your sword. I have no doubts or questions of my own. Forget it. I shouldn't have asked. Please disregard what I've said. I do not have the capacity to see things as you do, Master. And I certainly do not have the capacity to see things more clearly than you. You know, I've been wondering this for a while now, but are you actively trying to make yourself seem unexpens- unexpect, unexceptional? Not at all. There is neither anything exceptional nor unexceptional about me. I truly am just your blade. Nothing more, nothing less. Hmm, is that so? Well, whatever. I'll go ahead and answer your question anyway. What I am seeing here is the future. Though that's not to say I'm seeing the future itself. I'm just measuring and observing what it'll become. Oh, not so much as from you that time, eh? For a general, you really are like a sword, aren't you? Cause I don't know if that's how you want me to see you, but oh well. Anyway, I don't know if you got all the nuances, but that's what it is I see. But just so there are no misunderstandings, I'll say this. I'm just doing what I want. I have no idea what the future will bring. Whether those other servants live or die is all up to them. Okay. Karma, on your 4 o'clock. Already dealt with. Gosh, we are already in sync today, aren't we? Now's my chance to cover myself in glory. Take this. Damn it, that thing's just too damn big. Even for a master of the club like me. Hey, you're stealing my thunder. Oh well, I figured you'd do something like that. And hey, now the enemy's focused entirely on you. Hmm? Ah, fall back. Okay. All right. We have cleaned up a fair amount of little ones, and we have got the big ones' attention. Any any time now. I wonder just how little mess resting bitch face is going to come through for us. Okay. Okay, Sakura, I'm going. Get somewhere safe and wait for me. I'm your master. I'm going to watch you from right here also. Also, here. I know the central governor AI already gave us some supplies, but I wanted to gift you some ramen too. It's a little nest egg I have been serving up for a special occasion. Please take it. I think you'll need it. Okay, thanks. Then I'll use the extra ornament to charge my spirit origin into something a little more suitable for battle. Stand back. Okay, second ascension. Oh, yep, the second ascension. Wiser one. Oh, shield too. Wow, you look awesome. Huh? Did you just click your tongue? Much as I loathe to admit it, there is apparently a big bit of anesthesia in here. Athena. Okay, Athena in here. Much as I am loath to admit it, maybe that is why. Maybe that is why I started speaking more formally. Hehe, I don't mind either way. Just be yourself. I do not think I mind either way, either. But for the time being, I will keep to the formalities. I am your servant after all. Also, I have just made abundantly clear. And yet, I am also still me. Still fundamentally the same person. Yes, I know. Now, if you'll excuse me. Yes, see you later, Saber, and please be careful. Hmm. Huh, what was that? No, never mind that. Right now I need to focus on her battle. Good luck, Saber. Okay. We'll probably be able to use her noble phantasm now. Kairos, a thing born from my blood, bearing a golden sword. It went on to further countless hideous monsters. And so, it is though his sword that I connect my own demonic self to the lineage of all monsters. Now go, my monsters, tear your prey with your teeth, render it with your claws, toy with it, if you, if you so wish. And once you have ripped it to tiny shreds, my eyes will finish the job. Okay. Okay. It has higher. Okay, nice.
共に生きますか。輝け黄金剣。怪物の進化を。そうですか。
Yeah,
従います。
let's see.
我が血より天魔と共に生まれし者よ。剣持ちで怪物の父たる者よ。我が魔眼にて汝を祝福するクリューサーオール。見えますか。怪物はあなたの死に諦めなさい。終わりです。来なさい。
We are not doing that much damage, but
いいでしょう。
sure. It was 5 so
我が血より天魔と共に生まれし者よ。剣持ちで怪物の父たる者よ。我が魔眼にて汝を祝福するクリューサーオール。乱暴で何が悪いのです水辺よ。スキュラの餌になりなさい。いいでしょう。ケルベロ見えますか。怪物はあなたの死。怪物と出会えばこうなるのです。怪物の進化を。そうです。従います。我が血より天魔と共に生まれし者よ。剣持ちで怪物の父たる者よ。我が魔眼にて汝を祝福するクリューサーオール。乱暴で何が悪いのです水辺よ。スキュラの餌になりなさい。
okay, so the golden shadow or stand, if you would, is Athena. Okay. It didn't even break the first bar, but the prime AI of Defend gazed off into the distance as she went over her duties in her mind. She was here now to fulfill those very duties. There was a chance the monster in the distance could reach their location, or that a stray projectile might strike nearby. What would she do then? What else? She would protect her leader at even at the cost of her own life. That is simply who she was. What is how are things going? The real battle has only just begun. The enemy's advance has halted, at least for now. But could you not have determined that on your own without coming outside to consult? I was in the mood. Whatever happens, it will have a profound effect on the Holy Grail War. Perhaps we could say it is the first step in the Grail War. Either way, when watching the stars move, it is best to step outside and look up at the sky, even if the sky is false, even if that sky is false. Incomprehensible. From then on, the two remained silent as they studied the giant writhing mass off in the distance. And then, hmm, what is happening? Oh, okay, real battle. Cheh, I wasn't expecting this. As if that massive bulk wasn't bad enough. It regenerates too. Caster must be moving around inside that thing every time I attack. Okay. Is it supposed to be taking this long? I didn't think I don't think this is working like we expected. Ah, crap. You're right. This isn't looking great. Could you back her up, please? Hee hee, how could I say no to such cute puppy dog eyes? Okay, I suppose I can help out a little. But if it goes well, I want you to give me a nice big reward in exchange, okay? Hey, quit slacking off, would you? Now that we have dealt with the little guys, I say we try going after that thing directly again. I swear I don't know what you'd all do without me. Well, when they write about today in the history books, make sure you include this. The moment their plan failed and things were at their most dire, the great Duryodhana swooped in to save the day. And thanks to him, everything worked out. Okay, I'll give this one more shot, and if things look hopeless, I'll run for it. Well, I felt this like maybe I should praise him, but now that I see the look on his face, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. Okay. Should I just go with Cuckoo? It doesn't seem to have invincible, so I can just take this. Hmm. I think I should have someone on the back. And a mushroom. Yeah, the MC hasn't mentioned Marsh anywhere in this chapter till yet. That's weird. Okay. Mashu has not been mentioned, Da Vinci has not been mentioned. Cordelia was mentioned at beginning, but after that, nothing. Hmm. Okay.
接触による情報伝達ですね。どこまで分かってもらおうかな。はい、MFS サービスです。 もちろんお望みのままに。はち切れそうでしょ。好き放題扱ってあげましょう。見られてますね。来てください。準備いいですか。エルまだ質量イコール破壊力です。どこにいようと逃がしません。お覚悟のほどよろしいですか。ひっくるか気がスマッシャー。吹っ飛びなさいませ。マヤパンターチ。イノベーション始めます。田舎の匂い、火薬の匂い。
さてここからだ。
いい気持ち。肉体言語のコミュニケーション止めないでね。いいナイス。広域試験開始。そんなところにいたんだ。地面ごと叩き潰してあげる。地下冥界に行ってこーい。翡翠先落とす。でも見てください。最後はやっぱり全身で。
Okay. Only 2 brave bars. I can't believe you are making me work so hard. I can't finish. Can't you finish this thing off already? Were it so simple, I would. I think I have a chance to finish just now. These resources I'm working with won't last forever. I need a window to catch my breath. Come on. Come on. Wha- Hmm. More Raniment from Sakura. Where did she get all this? No, never mind that now. This is my chance. This will be a gamble, but if I cast my Mystic Eyes over an even larger area, I can petrify the entire area where caster could be hiding. Hmm. I see. The petrification is working, and I know for sure that it's reaching caster. Out the cut the crap. If that's true, why hasn't that thing fallen yet? Because it's so massive that even my mystic eyes petrification is taking a little time to walk its way inward. At present, caster is like a parasite hiding within a host's flesh. When the outer layer of flesh is petrified, he makes new flesh to hide himself in. So much like a Russian Mara Meoshika doll. Yeah, the doll inside the doll inside the doll. Okay. He's creating more flesh, fiend flesh inside the petrifying fiend and using it as a shield. So then, what do we do now? Even if we can figure out where caster is, it's not gonna matter if the petrification doesn't reach him. Then how are we supposed to defeat him? My room is so full of secrets. My room is full of secrets, like the corpse of all my wives who sneered at me. The next wife who sees those corpses becomes a corpse herself. Then by the next wife and the next. And so the cycle continues into infinity. There is no end of bloody wives to be found in that room. No end of taboo to be unleashed upon the world, then that means his noble phantasm include the concept of infinity and replen replenishing right from the start. Repetition. Okay. So, what is the other solution? Just beat the shit out of him. Okay, no battles. Who am I? There is no way I would know. Oh, I have an excellent memory. I can clearly recall past events with barely any effort. Master of Lancer. So I know there is no point in taking the time and energy to record them on a separate medium. I know that, but for some reason, looking over these records makes me feel at ease. It's a relief to look at external records compared to my own memories and confirm that they are both the same. It's the one thing I do that kind of feels like a form of recur- recursion. But no matter how many times I reread the beginning, I don't see anything that explains this feeling. There is nothing written about it anywhere, which means it must have been here inside me right from the start. Why? 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 Why do I always feel so incredibly guilty? Hey there, waiting another diary entry, writing another diary entry. I know I said this before, but you AI have a way to record data in your internal memory or something, right? So how come you go through the trouble of turning materials into pen and paper so you could write out your memories by hand? That's none of your business. I just feel like it. Huh, that's a nice simple answer. Works for me. Even cooking really just comes down to feeling that good food is better than boring or bad food. If people only cared about filling up their nutrients, there is plenty of ways to do that without involving stoves and pots. On which note, the new dish I made with the materials we got from Grow is done. It's spiced perfectly and has a rich depth of flavor. Its fluidity makes it easy to eat and is packed with all kinds of different ingredients. Do you get it? This will go perfectly with the naan I made the other day. Pandava style curry. Now go on, eat up, but put that dairy away first so it doesn't get stained. I really don't want any, but you're going to let me go until you are you are not gonna going to let me go until I have some, are you? Okay, here goes. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's good. Thanks. Just good. Hmm. And your expression hasn't changed at all either. Hmm. I know it came out well if I'd served this to Yugukshretra. Yudra. Uh, Yudrashri. Yudri Shri. Yeah. I know that it is his brother's name, but Yudhi. Yudash. Yudhishthira. Yeah, pronunciation. Uh, Let's see. Uh, that is not correct. Okay, just Yudhishthira. Okay. Uh, Yudhishthira, Arjuna, Nikul, and Sahadeva. Sahadeva. I am positive they'd be smiling from ear to ear, but in your case, I'm sorry. I know you went to a lot of trouble to make this. It's not bad, really, but I don't know. It just feels like I get it. You've got something weighing on your mind, and there is not room for anything else. No room for anything else. Eat even my cooking, right? Yeah, I think that is what it is. Hey, Lancer, what would you do if you were racked by guilt, racked by guilt, and you had no idea why? I don't know why I feel this way. I really don't. But I can tell it's coming from somewhere inside me. And it's why I'm scared to do, well, anything. I was so relieved when you said you were coming back here after what they told us at the church. This is why I don't have to do anything. Still, I really am the worst, aren't I? The other AIs and servants are out there fighting right now, and I'm just here feeling bad about being the only one not doing anything. Some of the guilt is coming from that. I swear, I really am hopeless. I know I'm messed up, but I have no idea how I got like this or what it means. Master, I knew the diary was pointless, but maybe it wasn't completely useless. At least now I know that no matter how much I write in it, I won't find an answer. So, I'm sorry, Lancer. You are trying to cheer me up with your cooking before you focus on winning the Holy Grail War, right? Unfortunately, I don't think anything's going to work on me. I feel so guilty all the time, and I doubt there is anything that I can make it to go away. So if you really want to win this, you should forget about me, and damn. So I still haven't gotten through to you. Huh? I'm what I mean is you were too preoccupied with those guys to focus on my food. And that means I didn't do enough prep. Yeah, I think I might have messed up there. So let's get that taken care of real quick and try again. Huh? Ha 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 ha. I knew it. It's all about fundamentals. Who he who masters the fundamentals will be the victor. This war is all about resources. So of course the one who gathers the most with the greatest efficiency is going to win. And the one who figures out the system to directly convert those resources into power is all the more secure in that position. Even such simple truth eluded those fools. So how could they do anything but lose? I knew it. Makiri Zokan, am the only one who is destined to achieve his ideals and reach the root. Okay. Huh? Nice. I knew guys like you. You are greedier and more envious than anyone. But you have got pride in spades. You don't ever want anyone seeing you lose, so you rely on everyone else to do your fighting for you as much as you can. Yeah, I'm used to finding guys like that. Fighting? Finding guys like that. The sort who hide at the margin of a fight. Usually, I just rely on my instinct to actually find them, though. No, wait. Maybe you don't deserve to be lumped in with him. Him. It could have been a trick of. It could have been a trick of the light, but I think I at least saw a glimmer of justice deep in your eyes, even if it was held back by reason. Cause that was also at a distance before you went and pulled this nonsense. I guess bringing out the big guns unbalanced your mind. I get it. Handling heavy weapons isn't easy. You coward. Who am I? I know I'm messed up, but I have no idea how I got like this, or what it means. Yeah, maybe I'm no different. However, I think I'm a little strange myself. Were I my true warrior self, I never would have resorted to ambushing a weakling, especially over something that doesn't directly affect my allies. I surprised even myself here. You. Gah. But at the moment, I guess I am more of a cook than anything else. So I'll do whatever prep work I have to do. I have to, however much of a pain it might be. There is no fun in killing a weakling. But cooks can't be worrying about that kind of thing every time they put down a struggling fish. Oh, this can't be happening. This can't be happening. I am Makiri Zokin, a proud noble mage. Mage. No, yes, I am. I'm not. Oh, I see. I'm just a part of an artificial personality, which means, damn it. Okay. Does this mean? Oh, no. Huh? What? Curses. So there was another dragoon out there. Curse you, my cowardly brother-in-law. Curse you. No, my room's been sealed off at its source. At the source. No. Okay. It's gone. What happened? What just happened? Both Caster and the colossal writhing fiend signals have completely disappeared. The most likely explanation is that something happened to his master. From the look of things, it is likely someone killed him. Who though? My first guess would be either the Lancer or Rider who declared to participate in this operation. Declined. Though I cannot say whether this was coincidence or their plan from the start. So if only the master was killed, why did Caster disappear too? Something so large must have required a constant supply of mass amounts of raniment to function. Even after its supply was cut off, it tried to continue summoning additional smaller fiends. As a result, all the raniment Caster was using to maintain his form was swallowed up in an instant by his own noble phantasm. That, at least, is my best guess as to what transpired. Although, that is not the only possible explanation. Wait, that's it. You have got to be kidding me. After all that, this is how it ends. This is bullshit. What does it matter? What does it matter as long as it's over? It is over now, right? We have confirmed that Castor's colossal writhing fiend have disappeared. Congratulations on job well done. Whoa, a special transmission from the governor. Gosh, that's neat. Indeed. Okay. Phew. Great job, Saber. You were amazing. I didn't do anything special. I only did what I had to. Alright, fine. Whatever, if it's really over now, then hurry up and give us our reward. Well, a moment please. I am considering. Confirming def defeat defeatation, reviewing data, replaying records, substituting alternative situation, deliberating, comparing, deliberating, comparing, searching for contradictions, no objections. I have come to a conclusion. The definitive factor in ending this situation was the ce- cessation of function. Cessation cessation of function on the part of Castor's master. I have therefore determined that the servant responsible for that cessation deserves the lion's share of credit and will be awarding his master with an additional command spell. However, I am not completely heartless. I will send someone over with thorough raiment to compensate for your energy expenses later as a constellation prize. That is all. I look forward to your future efforts and hope you will all participate enthusiastically in the next round. Goodbye. That's it. After all the hard work, all we get is a little raiment. This is bullshit. It's a scam. I figured it would end up like this. Still, at least that monster is finally gone. Now, none of the AIs from Grow or anywhere else will have to worry about being eaten. We can go back to our regular peaceful Grow and the job we love doing so much. Really, what more could I ask for? It's too bad about the command spell, but yeah, peace is its own reward. True, there is nothing more important than peace. Well, peace can't fill your belly. Ah, I can't believe all my hard work was for nothing. I'll happily put it whatever effort I'll happily put in whatever effort it takes to get what I want. But I never put in effort for anything else. Gah, how humiliating. Quit whining already. Sure, it's a shame didn't get the command spell, but at least we aren't going home empty handed. I'm not happy about the circumstances that led to this, but the fact remains regardless. With that creature gone, the next thing we are going to see is a ton of damage defendant grow and other AIs coming to repair to have their injuries treated. And that means this is a huge opportunity for us to retake in the reanimants. So this is no time to stand around complaining. Woo! I can't wait to start repairing. Wow, you are really fired up about this. Will help out too. Really? Thanks. Talk about a wild fiend chased. All that hard work and all we get is reimbursed for our expenses. I think there is a term for this kind of thing. Passion exploitation, was it? Passion, huh? You know, in spite of everything, I really did my best out there. Alright, I forgot. I almost forgot. Good work, Kama. Thanks for giving this your all, Kama. Tehehe. Yes, that's it. That's the stuff. Now I feel like I'm just about broke even. Oh, did you want to pat my head too while you're at it? No? Tch. Hmm. Okay. It was an incredibly messy conclusion. As a result, the bird looking down on the world from up above couldn't help but think, bird, that this made for a completely unsuitable first step for the war. In fact, it didn't even qualify as such. The situation itself only made that clearer. Therefore was someone who had been giving a small bit of glance, a being with a will of his own, who continued to struggle for his life even the way that all living things do. A good noble always makes sure to have a gilded carriage at the ready. A secret carriage, of course. Since I possess one, I must be so. Now, to send it home. Although, ah, how tragic. With no money to my name, what woman would ever want to marry a man like me? Who? I can't see anymore, but I can tell you are a servant. Who are you? Has that reaper come to collect the fallen green? Oh, okay. Well, why haven't you finished me off yet? Okay. What's more, the servant's master wasn't even properly disposed of. Normally, the winner of the battle should be given the authority. That is the rule of the Holy Grail War. If the master isn't nearby, you can just remove their AI core and transplant it elsewhere. But Lancer was content with merely destroying that master's outer shell. He even left his command spell intact. In which case, this master should be given another chance. Yes, he overstepped, but right now, things are far too stable. There are too many masters here who are not at all eager to engage in their own acts of aggression. We can't have that. We must have servant and masters fighting and killing one another. That is the power at the heart of the AEC method. The power that makes this world go around. AEC, okay. Which is why I will now create a new master. Fortunately, the experiment format set for Build's Prime AI allows for certain degree of innov- innovative freedom. So come forth, wicked AI master. Come forth, alter ego inverted master. Hmm. Okay. Another long one next. Okay. So who is that? Who will that new inverted master will be? Will be interesting to see. Okay. Her noble phantasm is Creosaurus. Creosaur. When Pegasus cut off her head, two beings were said to have been born from her blood. One of them was the heavenly horse Pegasus. The other was the Creosaur, the monster who possessed the golden sword at birth and is said to be the father of myriad other monsters. Okay. Uh, from the childhood of the great From his childhood to the great Kurukshetra war, he was constantly feuding with feuding with the 100 princes, especially Duryodhana. Okay. She keeps a diary and has a habit of comparing what she wrote with her memories. She is bewildered by guilt, even she cannot understand. Okay. Makiri is an alter ego inverted type master. Uh, made from the created directive. Okay. What is the other thing? Okay. Nothing new. Okay. So that will be it from me today. We'll be continuing with section 7 tomorrow. It looks like she has also entered the frame, and Makiri Zoken is also going to be there because Lancer didn't finish him off. So yeah, let's see what the next part of the story is, because it seems like everything has been concluded that was set up at this beginning. So it will be new beginnings kind of. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and see you guys tomorrow for the section 7. So yeah, see you guys then. Bye.